Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
I'm Kristen.
And this is So I'm Watching...
Shadow and Bone.
Shadow and Bone. I was like, what is this called? So we're going to do episodic coverage, as we are wont to do on occasion. You told me we should cover this because it's apparently really popular.
Very popular.
And it has...
It's also certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
93 on
91 or 92, yeah.
I watched the trailer like a couple weeks ago. I don't really remember anything about it other than while watching the trailer, I was like, okay, this looks cool.
I think I only sent you a teaser because you know how I feel about trailers. I don't like to watch too much. There's already another Cruella trailer. And I was like, that's too many. There's been 3 full trailers. Absolutely not.
There's been 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I only knew the 2.
There was like a teaser and then a full trailer, and now there's another full trailer. And I'm like, that's too many trailers. So I only watched the teaser, which was just like them going into the fold, essentially.
Oh.
Yeah.
This was a bit of a struggle for me at first, not unlike every other YA thing. Yeah. It is an onslaught of words.
There's a lot of words.
There's who's its and what's its and death fires and...
What is this place? It looks post-apocalyptic or something.
The meadow fields. This is where the Samies stay until the groupers pass them on to the sorties for sorting.
What's over those walls?
Oh, nothing much, except the death fires.
Oh, nothing much, just the death fires.
It's Sashir, right?
Yeah. Each one's a punch in the face for me.
It is.
Because they say
Fabricator, Heartrender, Grisha, Volcra. Yeah, there's a lot.
So Grecians are magic.
Grisha.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're like elementals.
Sort of, yeah.
There's a big ditch, but it's also kind of a storm, and they can't cross it, and it's called a fold, and it's smoke, and there's monsters in it, and why don't they go around it?
Why not go around?
Read them up. The north want our Grisha dead. The south guards its mountains. We have nowhere else to go.
They cannot.
Why?
Because either border, they're at war with the countries. So the fold is...
They probably mentioned that.
Yeah.
Just go around.
Stretches all the way north to the Fjorden border.
Yeah, so go to Fjorden. March through the permafrost.
How long would that take?
From here, 4 months. Maybe 5.
We don't have that kind of time.
Either you take your time, or you take your chances.
Basically, the fold, it's not really a ditch. It is more like a storm. And it's basically this like elemental dead zone with these monsters. And basically, it goes from border to border of the country in the middle. And so it's completely cutting them off from their access to the water.
Why don't they go, like, pull a Finding Nemo and go over?
I don't know that they have that technology, and they mentioned in this episode...
Their airboats can't go that high?
I don't
know.
But they mentioned in this episode that I don't think there's a top to it. I think it's for like forever.
Well, they showed it, but okay.
Well, they mentioned that they can't go under because the Volcra like sensed it. They like tried to dig a tunnel.
And those are monsters?
The Volcra are the monsters inside.
Okay. It's really dour. It's really gray.
Okay. I need you to hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, we're starting. I was like, we're also like, we have so much work to do this weekend and no time to do it in. So I was trying, I was like, watch this. I was like, make sure you're paying attention. Go. Yeah. And I was like, it's very Russian adjacent, which I think I'll get used to.
Yeah.
I was not feeling it until the literal moment that they went into the fold.
Okay.
And that's when everything sort of started to gel. I really liked the black woman who was the Grisha.
Well, she's gone. Yeah. R.I.P.
All of them were. Are they all dead?
They're not all dead.
Okay. They were picking them off. Well, no, because she saved Mal. So her name is Marilyn?
Her name is Alina.
Oh, who's Marilyn?
Nobody.
Oh. Well,
Malian.
Oh.
Arestev?
I wrote Marilyn was the lead and that she was a cartographer.
Alina.
Okay.
Mal's full name is Malian, but he's just calling Mal.
So he's her love interest, and he's a like fist puncher. What is he?
He's a tracker.
Tracker. Okay, yeah. She's a cartographer. Let me write down her name. Alina.
Alina. Alina.
Kruger's money. I know that much.
Marilyn. I love it.
Let's just do the whole thing this way. You don't clarify anything, and then we'll wait for here. So Mal is her love interest. They grew up together?
Yes, they've been friends since childhood. They were orphans together, and they were...
I liked the orphan lady.
Yes, she's good. Her name is Anna, I think. They were orphans together growing up, and they're under the care of like a duke. It basically was just like took in some orphans, and so they like grew up there together and were given more opportunities than like normal orphans would be.
Okay.
That's why they can read and write, and why she can make maps, because Anna was like, keep a pen in your hand or they'll put a rifle in it.
Yeah. I remember hearing that. That's good. She's
their like keeper when they were kids. I think she's Anna.
Anna is the kid keeper.
Like their nanny, sort of, but not really.
That's what I said.
She's already nicer in the show than she is in the book.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice.
So Alina is half Shu, which they've interpreted as Asian.
Yes. So she's like one of the like enemy countries that borders their country.
Okay. That's why they don't like her.
She's half them.
Will was right. There was some aggressive imagery at one point that.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of race stuff in the book, and it's not that I don't like it in the show, but I do worry it might be adding one element too many in something that's already chock full of elements.
I mean, having only seen the one episode, I was fine with that.
It brings a little more, I think, nuance to her character, which I think will be interesting going forward.
Okay. I wrote down that Zoya is a squaller and she fucks guys before she goes to the fold.
Yep.
Is she still around? Or is she one of the ones that got...
No, she didn't go on the mission. Or if she did, I don't know. But she was the one at the end that was like, we need a healer, when they saw Mal and Alina on the deck of the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no word on why they don't just like go below deck or just make like a tank.
I think well, I don't know about a tank, but I think the Volcra will tear it apart looking for them.
What if they make a Trojan Volcra?
I don't know.
A giant wooden.
I feel like you're picking.
Do you remember when I was fighting the Hunger Games?
Yeah.
And I was like, what if I refused to compete? And you were like, well, they make you. And I was like, okay.
Okay. You were like, I would kill myself. And I was like, well, there's things in place so that you can't kill yourself. And he was like, I would find a way.
I'll get there. Like I said, it got my interest when they went into the fold. So I'll get there.
Yeah.
There's a whole other story happening that, to your understanding, is from a sequel or a spinoff.
Yeah, so it's from another trilogy, I think, or maybe just 2 books called the Grishaverse, which is just about what's happening with Kaz Brekker and Inej in Ketterdam, which is across the fold.
Inej is the
Middle Eastern one.
Okay.
The pretty
one.
Yeah.
She was like, they called them indentures or whatever.
Yeah, so Kaz bought her indenture, basically.
The knockoff Skarsgård?
Correct.
Okay.
His name is Freddie Carter.
Okay.
He's been in very
the actor's
little.
name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, so help me God if one of these people's name is Freddie.
No. No one's name is Freddie.
Okay. It's like Game of Thrones where you have all these weird names and it's like Rob, and it's like...
I swear to God, okay, I read this thing earlier and somebody was like, I'm most of the way through the first season of Shadow and Bone, and it's so far much better than the last season of Game of Thrones. And I was like, what the fuck kind of comparison?
That's true. Well, you can tell that that's what so much of this is they're everyone's trying to get
this is a lot steampunkier.
So she's not the woman who was the heart reader.
Heartrender, no.
Heartrender.
The Heartrender was also like a sex worker.
Okay.
Yeah. She was the blonde one that was there.
I'm going to go ahead and use the term hooker. I'm going to use
prostitute.
Slang. Well, when it's like more like stylized, we go into like the whole like
she worked in a brothel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for political correctness reasons, I usually reserve sex work for like more everyday
modern-y
like
things.
Yeah, for like real stuff, but she seemed fun. I hope she's in this.
I don't know, having not read those books. So, and that's the other thing too, is I didn't realize until the moment they pulled the bag off Alexi's head that all of the stuff in Ketterdam was happening 2 weeks after all of the stuff.
You really enjoyed that.
It was good. I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot.
I felt fine about it, but
also rip Alexi, because when he survived all the way to the other side of the fold, I was like, oh, he's not going to die immediately like he did in the book. And then they just shot him in the face.
So then who's the guy that shot him in the face? It's like some
I don't know,
man. Well, he's trying to find a way through the fold so that he can charge people for safe ways through the fold. And so he's hired these people to figure it out. Okay, I'm getting
and
there.
basically Alexei was like, he saw what happened after he got off the boat and started running, and he was like, there was a sun summoner, which is, spoiler alert, Alina.
Well, yeah, when we saw it.
Dadoy. Yeah.
She turned like blue though.
I don't know how they're gonna like do it, but it's described in the book every time as like a piercing black light, and that's actually, or white light, a searing burst of light is what this episode is even called. So
okay, and then and so she sun-seeked, and then they sun-soaked, summoned. She sun-summoned, and they got through to the other end.
No,
the other side.
They went back. Yeah, Alexei ran 37.
I'm gonna call miles. Yeah,
well, not miles, but like.
Oh, I'm sure they're like catropholars
points
or something.
there were like points along the way, and he ran 37 of them instead of running back the way they
That's
came.
the problem, is they haven't tried to cross by just going running through. If they just do that, you'd be good to go. But
totally fine.
They're being too quiet and dark.
Yeah, but yeah, they went back, so they're back where they started. The boat is back where they started, and it has to be because they have to meet Ben Barnes.
Ben Barnes?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
You didn't know he's in this?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, he's the one they keep talking, General Kerrigan, the general of the Grisha.
Oh.
They mention him multiple times, but he's the one he's in charge.
Cool.
Yeah. So I suspect we'll meet him almost immediately in episode 2.
If we made it through Carnival Row, we'll make it through this.
Carnival Row ended up being pretty great.
Says you. It was fine. It was fine.
I liked it.
It was fine. So yeah, I like I said, I'll get there. It's fun. I didn't dislike it.
I think you're going to be really excited when we get to another area of the map.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a castle.
Is there color in it? Like purple, maybe?
Well, there's lots of blue and red and white.
So I just shake my head and it'll smear.
Just
okay.
Smear it in your mind.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll check back after episode 2.
Yes, we will.